and cleared a lot of, cleared anything that was holding her back.
Mm-hmm. And
she was doing a lot of work while you were doing the energy work.
yes, I saw how beautifully it opened. Thank you. Let's see. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, I wanted to start it off with her, but initially we do want to speak about her daughter. Now, she has PTSD.
Yes.
Yes. At this point, can you go ahead and start her off with a body scan? Can you scan her from top to bottom and let me know?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me know what requires healing, if there's any entities as well.
There's something going on her feet.
In her feet. Let's look at that now. Let's look at that now, please. What is it?
There's some throbbing energy in her right big toe. It's like an orb.
Mm-hmm. Is it a positive or a negative?
It's a negative.
Mm-hmm. Is that an entity? Can I speak to it?
Yes.
Okay, let me speak to that entity now. Let me speak to that entity in her foot and her toe. Let me speak to you now. Come up, up, up. Greetings.
Hello.
Hello. May I ask, are you female or male?
Neither.
Neither. Very good. Thank you for speaking to us today. Can I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you tell me, when was it that you connected to this area?
During a trauma.
What was the trauma that occurred to her?
It was at the hospital.
What happened at the hospital?
She was there to support a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw a young man seizing on the floor of the hospital, and she left her body.
She saw him sneezing? Is that what you said?
Seizing.
Seizing?
And she left her body.
Mm-hmm. Why did that happen to her?
Fear. Fear.
Mm-hmm.
She has to surrender fear. I was in the emergency room and I slipped in. I just travel from person to person. I don't mean any harm.
Mm-hmm. And what is the purpose that you are there?
To remind people to take care of their bodies. To be in their bodies.
Do you know how long you've been doing that for?
A long time.
Have you ever had a body yourself?
No.
Now, I know that you've been doing this for a very long time, and thank you for your purpose there in doing this. Now, what we would love to do is, since you've been there such a long time, we would love to be able to aid you today so that you may be free from having to play this role any longer for her or anyone else. Would you allow for us to help you find that love light within you so that you may release yourself from there and you're able to have your own experiences in your own body, perhaps?
Yes.
Wonderful. I want you to look inside you, and find that light within you. And we're going to help you spread it to all that is of you. Every essence, every root, every core. Spread it to all that is of you and turn it all to light. And let me know once you are all light, please.
I'm not negative. It's just been my job.
Okay. So can you go ahead and remove yourself from her toe then?
Yes.
Good, good. So go ahead and remove yourself from your toe, from her toe, and let me know once you're done. Make sure you pull every root, every cord of you out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Wonderful. Now, do you have a message for her before you go?
No, she already knows what she needs to do.
Okay, good. And I know that you said you're not negative, but yet you were in her body. So I want to figure out how it is that you work and where you're going next, since you haven't had a body and you said you're not negative. Can we tag along with you to see where you're going next?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you. So let me know what you do next, please.
I get to do new work now, helping people.
And what is it that you do to help them?
I'm a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they won't pay attention unless there's pain.
Mm-hmm. Are you a two-dimensional, three-dimensional being?
Two.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to, instead of having to play this role, would you like to ascend from this role so that you don't have to play that role anymore? And now you can have your own three-dimensional body like others?
Yes, I would like to have a body.
Good. So with this part, we're going to help you with love light so that you may ascend from the two-dimensional being, okay?
I'm sitting on her heart chakra.
Good.
She's just beaming love.
Oh, wonderful. So focus on that love that she's sending you now. And let me know once you've transitioned into a three-dimensional being.
I'm good.
Wonderful. So now that you are three-dimensional, what is it that you're going to do? What do you do next?
I'm going to go back to source and learn new lessons.
Wonderful. Any other message before you go to source?
No.
Okay, thank you so much for thank you for what you did for her and the role that you've had to play. I honor you, I love you, and I respect you. Blessings to you. Go ahead and go
I
with the
love
love.
you too.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead and go with the love and light of the universe. Blessings to you. And if I could please speak to the higher self once more.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Now, thank you for aiding us in finding that energy there and helping it ascend into the source. Thank you. And if you could scan the rest of her body and let me know what else you find, please.
It's clear, very clear.
Oh,
Clearer
wonderful.
than I thought it would be.
Good. Good, higher self. Can you also, while we're at it, look at her chakras and her auric field? How do they look?
There's some traumas in chakra 1.
Can you go ahead and heal that for her?
Yes.
Good. Are you doing that now?
I think I need help.
Very good. We'll go ahead and anchor love light to chakra 1, the root, and heal that. And what was the trauma there?
Past life traumas,
What happened?
sexual traumas,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
birth, and
say that again.
sexual traumas, birth, past life traumas,
Mm-hmm.
traumas of being a woman in incarnation.
Yes.
That's why she's a woman this incarnation too.
Mm-hmm.
heal and become equally masculine and feminine.
Mm-hmm. So we're healing that now. We're helping you heal that now. Is there any past life you want to share with her that would be significant for her to know that acquired this trauma?
I'm seeing the one in Shogun, Japan.
Mm-hmm. And what happened there?
She was a woman in a very powerful family.
Mm-hmm.
She had no voice.
Mm.
Subservient.
Yes.
I'm seeing most of her incarnations as a woman.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to share?
I'm declaring it.
Oh, good. Thank you. Is there any other chakras that acquire healing?
She's been doing a lot of work on them.
Good. So is it just the
There's
root?
something at the solar plexus.
Okay.
It's not. It's not heavy. It's like a veil, thin veil.
Okay. So let's look at that now while we continue to heal the root chakra 1. Let's look at the solar plexus. Tell me what it is that's going on there.
She has like a veil over light, over the light emanating from her third chakra.
How did that get there?
She put it there.
Why?
She's afraid of she's afraid of the full wattage. She's dimmed it. She's dimming it.
Okay. With your permission, can we remove that for her?
Yes.
Good. We're anchoring love light there as well. Let me know if there's anything you need me to do besides that.
I told her that it would be okay.
Yes. Good.
She would be safe.
Very good.
She does not need to hide.
Good.
Oh, that's from incarnations where she was a leader.
Yes. And when she was a leader, what was the cost to this? Because she was a leader, what was she trying to do with this?
She's been a spiritual leader many lifetimes.
Yes.
And often in non-dominant belief systems. So she and her people have suffered. So she carries some of that.
Okay. Did we remove it?
Yeah, I'm burning it off now.
Oh, good. And let me know if you need any Phoenix fire at any point.
I think I'm going to need some here. This is many lifetimes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and focus the Phoenix fire there, her solar plexus.
That's clear.
Wonderful. And how is her chakra 1 looking now?
Oh, that's much better.
Is it all better now? Is it healed?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other chakras require attention?
The throat chakra.
What's going on there?
It's a little scratchy.
Why?
She questions her own truth, communication, speech, doubt, concern. There's some concern.
Can we go ahead and help her heal that, please?
Yeah.
Do you need any fire for that?
No.
Good. Very good. I'll allow for you to heal that now. And while you're healing that, can you check the other chakras as well? Any other need healing?
There's another thin veil at the sixth chakra.
The third eye?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we use Phoenix Fire for that?
Yeah.
And why is that there? We'll go ahead and start using the Phoenix Fire and let me know.
Some fear. I think it's from some experiences she had with negative entities and energies.
Mm-hmm.
So she has some fear about opening it fully.
Yes.
And stepping through.
Mm-hmm. Can we go ahead and remove that veil today with your permission and
yes.
allow for it to open up freely?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Let me know once it's complete.
Can you bring a little fire?
Yes.
Chakras are clear.
Good. All of them?
All of them.
Good. And how's her auric field?
It's very clear.
Good, thank you. And can you also scan her body for any negative cords that are harming her, as well as negative implants or hooks? Let me know what you find.
There's a cord draining her. There are two cords, two primary cords draining her.
Where are they at?
The heart chakra.
Can we go ahead and start transmuting that with fire?
Yes.
Good. And can you tell me where are these connected to?
They're connected to her husband and daughter.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and transmute that energy there that's draining her. So we're going to go ahead and transmute that for her now, but can you tell her going on forward, since they are part of her life, how can she go about healing this?
She's made really good progress with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That cord.
Yes.
There's negative there, so I'm seeing it closer.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some negative cables within it that can be removed. They're kind of dark gray purple.
Mm-hmm.
And the positive connection is sort of this pink and red and golden cable.
Yes.
So the negative strands can be removed
Okay, let's go
without damaging the main cable.
Good. So let's go ahead and transmute those right out of there, please.
They're dissolving.
Good. Beautiful. Are those only two negative cords that were draining her or harming her?
There were several around. They were like woven in.
Okay.
But they were thinner. They were much thinner and smaller than the main cord of love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the other one now.
Okay.
The other one is so covered in the negative, I can't even see the positive cord beneath. It's like this massive, it's like this covering, but it can come off.
Okay, let's do that
The
now.
one to Bjorn.
Are we doing that now?
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Good. And what was this cord connected to?
It's connected to,
Okay.
so removing the unhealthy outer covering.
Okay. Thank you.
It's just sliding off.
Good. Is there any more negative cords on?
There's something coming out of her back.
What is it?
Upper back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cord of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Let me know what it's connected to.
It's dark. It's kind of transparent. It's old. I don't think it's from this lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Can you search for where it's connected to, please?
The dark energies.
Mm-hmm. From a past life?
It's just disappearing into blackness. It looks like it's multiple past lives.
Okay.
It's like the darkness she's encountered has coalesced in this cable behind her upper back.
Mm. Are we healing it now?
Yeah.
Do you need fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
How's she
That was
doing?
heavy.
That's Is it healed now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Scan the rest of her body for any more cords, please.
It's surprisingly free
Beautiful.
and clear.
Good. Now, can you also just scan her? Let's make sure she doesn't have any negative implants or hooks in her.
The healers are telling me that they make sure that nothing gets lodged.
What healers?
The healers that have been working on her for decades.
Mm.
They're saying that they've been clearing her even of the smallest of fibers.
Mm. Wonderful. Thank you. And may I ask, who are these healers?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask them.
Good. Thank you.
Ascended beings.
May we speak to them, please?
Yes.
Good. Let's welcome them here. Let's welcome them here. Love to speak to you, healers who have been working with her for a long time. Greetings.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for speaking to us today.
You're welcome.
May I ask, why are you connected with her? What is it that you do for her? I know they said that you heal her. Why is it that you oversee her?
We're part of her support team.
Have you been with her every life?
Many, many lives.
Do you have, is there, how many of you is there?
There's 4 of us.
4 of you. Do you have any names?
not that translate.
Mm-hmm. And are you of a galactic race?
We are beyond galactic.
Mm-hmm. What dimension, if we were to find you, would you be at?
7th.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Now, can you tell me if you have a message for her?
We have always been with her, even when she did not know. Even when she thought that we weren't.
Thank you for doing that for her. I know it's been hard these last couple years. Do you have a message for her?
Just a reminder that the work that she does is for all beings.
Mm-hmm.
All beings, known and unknown,
Yes.
beyond this little planet. And that we are very proud of her.
Thank you. It's been such an honor to talk to you. Any other message before you go?
Thank you for your service.
It is my honor. Thank you as well for your service. May I please speak to her higher self once more?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for introducing us there to her, to them. Thank you. Now, I want to make sure we're good there. Is there any fragmented soul pieces from her soul that need to be retrieved and brought back to her?
Her husband has one,
Mm-hmm.
and he is afraid to let it go.
Where does he have it?
He's got it in his hand.
Mm-hmm. For the purpose of what?
He thinks it helps keep him alive.
Mm-hmm.
He's afraid to let it go. He's afraid.
Mm-hmm. Can we go ahead and talk to his higher self so that he can...
Yes, he's here. He's here now.
Good. Do we need to speak to his higher self? Or are we just going to retrieve?
I'm talking to him.
Okay.
I'm telling him that
Does his higher self have any message for us?
that if he lets go,
Mm-hmm.
he will not lose her love. He will not have any less of her love. In fact, he will have more. If he gives that piece back to her,
Yes.
she'll be fully free to love unconditionally. And he will be free to move on with his life. He's very afraid. I think we need to bathe him in light and love.
Good.
We need to send him some energy.
Okay, let's go ahead and send them some energy. Send them some energy now, some love light over to him.
He's starting to trust.
Good. So that he's able to release this piece of her.
This grip is loosening.
Good. And while we're loosening the grip there, do you have any advice as far as their relationship? I know right now they're split up. Are they going to reunite, or any advice?
No, they're not. It was part of the plan for their work and learning in this life.
Mm-hmm. Did they do what they needed to do?
They have.
Good.
They have.
Wonderful.
They're still doing it. They are doing it in a new way with love and light
Good.
so that other people can see that it can be done with love and light.
Let us know once he's let go of that part of her and once we've reunited it back to her.
He's let go.
Good.
Can we just need to send him a little healing.
Okay. With his higher self's permission, we'll send him some healing now.
He's receiving.
Good. Wonderful. Any other further messages we have in regards to her husband?
He says thank you.
Did we reunite this piece to her?
Yes.
Good. Anything else we want to talk about on the subject of her husband?
His journey is his own now.
Mm-hmm.
His awakening is not her work.
Thank you. And can you scan her body for any more trauma from this current life?
She's been doing so much trauma work. It's looking very clear.
Good. Very good. Now,
In fact, she had no trauma response during that cluster of seizures over the weekend.
Good. Now, can you look at her PTSD?
It's looking very clear.
Good.
Very clear.
Do you have any further advice for her going on forward?
Yes, she has to keep with the increased meditation times if she wants to keep it clear.
Good. And can you also look at her skin? What's going on?
The rosacea.
Rosacea. There we go. What is going on there? Why does she have that?
I've been trying to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of being seen for who she is.
Can we go ahead and heal that for her now?
Yes.
Good.
This is old. I'll need your help.
Good. Is this from this life or another life?
This life.
Okay. Let's go ahead and heal that now. Let's heal that now. Is it just on her face?
Yes. It's clearing.
Wonderful. Thank you. And as that clears, may I ask you questions?
Yes.
Good. Do you have a name as her higher self?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Beautiful. And do you have a galactic race?
No.
Very good. And can you give her some advice on her spiritual path?
I'm squeezing into her body and unfolding my wings.
Oh, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Are you sure you're not of a galactic race? Why do you have wings?
I can take multiple forms and appear as an angel.
Why can't you take?
I am interdimensional. I do not belong to a single dimension.
Are you unique in this sense, or is everyone else like this?
No, there are others.
Mm-hmm. And why is it that you have this ability? What is your role?
Guide. I'm a guide. I guide people to higher realms. So I have to be able to travel back and forth.
And do you mean like people or like spirits once they leave their vessels, or how is it that you guide them back?
Both. I'm the shepherd of a large group of souls.
Oh, is that why they tell her that she's a soul shepherd?
Yes.
And can you tell me what exactly is that? What's a soul shepherd?
We assist souls in their transits between realms and lifetimes. We help them get where they need to go. We're a beacon. We're a beacon.
Thank you. Thank you for your work. And so would you, for example, also bring forth new souls into bodies when they're, into the mother's womb?
And we assist wherever it's needed. Entry or exit.
Okay. Anything else?
Or on this plane. Or in the other realms. There's always some that are in each dimension.
Anything else you want to tell her about this role that you have? How does she use this role in her daily life?
She's embedded. People see her light. And it makes them want to progress. It sparks, her light sparks their light.
Now, how is her body scan? Is she completely healed now?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Did such a beautiful job at healing her. Thank you. Now, if I may ask, now that we are complete with her body scan and her yes, her healing, would you be able to connect me please to her daughter, her higher self?
Yes.
Good. I would like to speak to higher self. I would like to speak to her higher self, please. Greetings.
She's being a little shy.
Just be a little shy. Could you perhaps talk to her and ask her? It would give us great honor and love and respect to be able to aid her. If we could speak to her higher self, we can aid her in what's going on with her right now in her epilepsy.
I'm just bathing her in love.
Good. Yes, let's send her love.
And her soul is separating from the covering.
Good.
She says that she'll do it if she can talk from my heart chakra.
Yes. Is that okay with your higher self's permission?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. So let's allow for her to talk through your heart chakra.
Okay.
Allow for her to talk through there now.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me know once you are there.
She's ready.
Hello. Good, good. Let's bring you here. Let's bring you here. Let's integrate your soul's energy, your higher self's energy through your mother's heart chakra. Let's bring you forth now.
Hi.
Hi, greetings. Such an honor to be speaking to you today. Thank you so much for speaking to us. May I ask you questions?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. Now, am I speaking to yourself now?
Yes.
Good. It's such an honor again to be speaking to you, and I hope that we're able to aid you in whichever manner we're meant to aid you today, within your permissions, higher self's permission. Can I please ask, and let's see what we are allowed to know? Why is it that you received this epilepsy in the time that you did?
I had no protections.
Mm-hmm. Why did you not have any protection?
I didn't know I needed any.
Mm-hmm. So if you could explain to me what it looks like if you have no protection and don't know of it. What happened to you energetically when this happened? And how old were you when this happened to you?
I was 8.
You were 8. Mm. If you could tell me as much detail as you can, how it started occurring.
I was permeable.
And what was the root cause to it? What is the actual situation or thing that occurred when you first started getting it, even though you were wide open? What went in to allow for this to happen?
I could see God. I liked the auras.
You like the auras?
I liked the auras, but I didn't like the seizures.
Oh. And what do you mean you like the auras? What do you mean by that?
It was like a spiritual experience.
Oh, when the seizures started happening, it was like a spiritual experience.
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain to me what happens to you when you have a seizure?
Now I start to feel sick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lose consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
But more recently, I can see my death.
Mm-hmm. Do you
It's
feel
very
that?
scary.
Yes. Do you feel that you're near your death?
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I'm very afraid I'm going to die during a seizure.
But we are standing here in strong love for you to see what we are able to help you aid with your permission. Now, what happens to the spirit when you start having a seizure?
I'm not in my body, but I'm not right outside of my body either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I am.
See if we can figure out what happens to you. So let's go to a time where you have had a seizure and you are there, but you are not there. So what happens? Follow along. Where is your soul, your spirit at while it's occurring? You're able to see it clearly.
I'm in a dark place.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm alone,
Mm-hmm.
but I really can't tell.
Mm-hmm. And Say, once the seizures are ending, what happens to you then? You're in this dark, alone place, and the seizures
And
end. What happens?
I'm in my body, but I can't remember how I got here.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel really sick. And I don't know where I am. And it doesn't feel like my body.
Why does it feel like it's not your body if it was your body before you left this, in the seizure?
It hasn't been my body for a long time.
Why do you say that?
I'm usually just outside of it.
Mm. So who's functioning it?
There's not room for me in it.
Mm. Who's functioning it for you? If you are outside of it.
There's a bunch of other things in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And they're
So.
angry and crazy and
Mm-hmm. We could go back to the very first time you started getting these symptoms of epilepsy. Go very back from the very beginning. When you were still, as your mother said, you, this beautiful, calm, creative, kind heart, this soul, right there. And I want you to go back in time and look detailedly, since you said you weren't basically protected. What happened to you? If you could paint the picture, if you could explain what shifted in you, the details to that, please.
I think I hit my head
You hit your head where?
on the side of a swimming pool.
Oh. How old were you then?
7 or 8.
Mm-hmm. And what happened to you when you hit your head?
I was unconscious for a minute.
And what occurred during that minute?
I was lost. I didn't know where I was.
And then?
And then I started getting this weird feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the seizures started.
So let's find out what this weird feeling is. This weird feeling that you start feeling before it's going to happen. What is this?
That's the aura. That's when my brain
Mm-hmm.
is getting ready to have a seizure.
And why do you call it an aura?
That's what the doctors call it.
Oh, is that
I called it the weird feeling.
mm. Interesting that they named it that. Let's see. Was there anything that entered you that initially started the very first seizures?
I think so.
So let's go back to that. Let's go back to that time when something, whatever it is that enters you, and describe it to me, please. What's going on?
It's like a little thing in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a little wormy wire thing.
Mm. And how did it enter?
But then later it multiplied. There's lots of them now.
Mm. Is this like an intelligent life?
Yeah. The first one is, the others I think are just like clones.
Mhm.
The first one is saying that I have a contract with it.
Mhm.
Contract for what I'm supposed to learn this life.
Yes. And how did it enter?
It says it was implanted before I was born.
Mhm.
That it wasn't the hit on the head, the swimming pool.
Okay.
It says it was implanted before I was born.
Mhm. And this was part of the contract?
Yeah.
Mhm. At what age did it start activating then? If it was there lying dormant?
It's saying that it kind of activated a little bit when I was 6 and 7, and then it started replicating and increasing.
Did it start activating when the contract said it would?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to understand this worm thing you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
there's lots of them,
Mhm.
but they're not separate. They're like copies of the original.
Yes. Yes, I saw that. Mhm. Is so is it like a AI technology or is it organic organic life?
It's both. It's like biotech.
Mm. Would you say that people who have epilepsy, this is what they have inside their head?
Not all of them, but many of them.
Hmm.
Most of them are contracts. It's
Yes,
contract work.
yes. And what was the purpose to the contract? Why did you have to come in with such a hard lesson?
I partly did it for Ezekiel.
Why for Ezekiel?
Because Ezekiel wants to ascend, doesn't want to
Hmm.
have to come back anymore.
Mm.
So we agreed that we would come in together because a life lesson of a chronically ill or dying child
Yes.
is one of the hardest
Mm.
on this plane.
Can you explain to me, I as a seer, why is it that when she started telling me about you, why is it that I felt that you weren't in your body anymore? You had passed.
I have I have left several times Not on purpose.
So is this connecting also to how you say you see yourself just out of your body?
The the implants are making it so I can't be in my body.
Oh. So do you still have that cord connected to the body though?
Yeah,
Okay. That
yeah, I
explains
do.
why.
I can get back in my body.
Mhm.
It's just terrifying. It's so terrifying. I get anxiety and have a panic attack when I'm in my body.
Mm. So tell us,
Doesn't feel safe.
mm, can you tell us, go through your body, let's scan that body and tell me what is going on in your body, why it's so scary.
There's no room in my head,
Mhm.
and I can't figure out what's my thoughts and what are these other thoughts. They're not my thoughts. They're like all of these thoughts happening. I can't tell what's me and what's not me.
Mhm.
I don't know what is me.
And right now that we're in the head, where does the seizure start out from? What part of your body?
Front of my brain.
So if you could explain to me what happens to you physically or energetically when the seizure is starting to create? What's going on, especially with those things in your head?
It's like I'm being electrocuted.
What are they doing when your seizure is starting to create?
They're really milling about. They like start to worm. Like they're just like, it's like a swarm. They swarm.
So are they the actual initial creation of the seizure?
Yes.
And why is it that when your mother says, or Ezekiel says that when you like get off your schedule, that will cause a seizure? Why does it do that?
When I'm not in my body, I have a hard time taking care of it. Just doing the simplest things feels overwhelming. And I want to take care of myself, but it's hard to when I'm not in my body.
Mhm.
And then it's too hard to be in my body.
Explain to me how it looks, how it works. Um, if you're not in your body, then where are you?
I'm just above it.
Okay. And do you see any cords connecting you to the body?
Yeah,
What do you see?
there's several.
What color are they?
There's a silver one.
Where do the cords come out of from you?
There's one from the top of my head, and there's one from my heart.
Mhm. Are those the two major ones?
What?
Are there any more cords connecting to your body?
There's some smaller ones from energy centers.
Mm-hmm.
The one from the top of my head runs all the way through my spine.
Mm. And what about the heart one?
The heart one runs just right out of the front of my body.
And do you have like a life force cord?
That's the one coming out of my head, my spine. I want to be whole again.
Yeah, so it would give us great honor to be able to help you today to be whole once more. I know that you did this for Ezekiel. However, if I can ask, why did you do it for yourself? Will you be able to also ascend once you overcome this lesson?
I don't know, but it is to help me learn and grow as a soul.
Yes. Would you say that you were a newer soul or older soul?
I'm an older soul. I've been with Ezekiel for a long time.
Okay. So if we could work with the energies now, would you allow for us to start healing and transmuting those, I guess you could say, like parasites out of your head?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. What do you want me to do? What do you want us to do? Do you want me to call upon any other help besides us?
We need more help.
Can we call on Archangel Michael?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. If you could hang on there, August. If I could please speak to Archangel Michael. Can I please speak to Archangel Michael? Let me speak to you now, brother.
I'm here.
Greetings, brother. Thank you for being here. We are talking to August, who has epilepsy in her brain, and we are looking to heal those combination of AI and organic life form in her head. Can you help us with that today?
Yes.
Good. And let me know if you need anybody else that we need to call upon to help.
Uriel.
Let's call on A.U.R.A as well then, please.
Metatron.
Good. Yes.
Sandalphon.
Good. Is that all?
That's it.
Wonderful. Thank you. We greet you, Uriel, Metatron, and Sandalphon. Thank you for being here. We love you, we honor you. Thank you, brothers. If we can start working on her energies, and if you could guide me along the way, let me know what you need me to do. And Michael, or whoever wants to be the voice, actually, go ahead and feel free and be the voice for you.
We are encasing her brain in an orb of grid. From multiple dimensions.
You said it's a grid?
Yes. It's magnetized, so it's going to pull these entities, replicants.
Thank you.
And when they go through the grid, they will transmute.
Okay. Is there any shapes to the grid?
It's a sphere.
A sphere.
Encasing her entire head.
Is there any alchemy or symbols in it?
I need you to do the fire.
Good. Starting on that. Now what color fire?
Red.
Good. Why red?
It attracts them. It's the color that will pull them back to their dimension.
Good. you for explaining that connection with the red.
The red light has the same vibration
Good.
as the dimension.
How about that orb that you have around her head? What color is that?
It's a clear blue, white, glowing, translucent.
Wonderful. And where is her daughter right now? Physically.
You mean where is her daughter's body?
Yes, where is she right now? As we're healing her.
She's on the second floor of this house.
And is she
The
feeling,
floor below us.
what is she feeling?
She's feeling good. Feeling energy.
Good. Thank you. We thank the higher self greatly for allowing for us to help her heal today. Tell me
She's grateful.
Oh, thank you. Tell me what's going on as we're igniting this red fire there. Are they seeing it?
Yes.
What are they doing?
They're being pulled to the grid. And then when they reach the grid, they transmute.
Good.
It's like a magnet. They're just being pulled out. There are hundreds of them.
So would you like for me to focus?
Ezekiel can draw you a picture.
Oh, thank you. Can I focus on the daughter in the second floor?
Yes.
Fire? Okay, thank you. And as this is occurring, is she still out of her body?
No, she's getting back in.
Good. And can you, while we're working on this, can you foretell me is there any other type of entities like this in her body that are causing this epilepsy?
There's some stuff in her heart chakra.
Okay, good. As we continue to heal her head, can we look at her heart and tell me what's going on there, please?
It's like a cable.
Mm-hmm.
Like a eel. Kind of knotted up. It's like wrapped around in knots.
What color is it?
It's kind of red. Yeah, red.
Does it have a face?
Well, I have to ask it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it does, it's buried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has a face.
Does it have a mouth?
Yeah, it has a mouth.
Does it have like teeth that it's clamped itself on?
It's like it wraps itself up in a knot and then just tucks its head in.
Mm. And how does it keep its head in? What holds it steady inside of there?
It's just so tight.
Okay.
It's like it's wrapped itself up really tight.
And what was going on with August that allowed for this to occur? When did she
when
do that?
when she left her body.
How old was she then?
12.
Is that when she started leaving her body during the seizures?
No, it's when the medication pushed her out of her body.
Mm. So would you say that is it the initial medication that the doctors were giving her is what pushed her out?
Yeah, it opened up a portal.
And where is this portal at?
I have to scan.
Okay. Can we ask Metatron to contain that eel looking thing in her heart right now, please? Contain it in Metatron star.
Yes,
Thank you. While you scan the rest.
yes, it's contained.
Good. And can we start healing it?
The portal is at the first chakra.
Okay. If we could start healing the eel there as well, please. Start transmuting it.
Okay.
So I'm focusing red fire right now on the daughter's head. What do you want me to do with the heart right now?
I think we need a flamethrower. This thing is tight.
What is a flamethrower?
I want you to shoot that I want you to shoot the fire.
What color?
Gold.
Good. Shooting it now.
Just beam it. We need to close the portal.
Good. Let's do that now. What can we do to close it? What are you going to do? Tell us. Is she back in her body though?
Put a seal.
Is the daughter back in her body?
Almost.
Okay. Should we close it when she's back in?
Yes.
Okay. If we can help her get all the way back in, please.
She's in. She's in.
Good, good. Now let's look at that portal as we continue to beam gold, fire onto the heart and red flames at the top. What do you want us to do at the portal?
Centerford is sealing it.
Good, thank you, Santa. How's he sealing it?
With a mesh of crystalline grid.
Is a sphere again?
No, it's more like a patch. It just melds. It was just a little slit.
Okay. Was there light coming out of there?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a whole channel of light right up to her heart.
That's what I was seeing, like a little slit, and then there was light glowing out of it.
Yeah.
Like escaping out of there. Okay. Good. So let us know once Sandophone is done with that area.
We need to rebalance all of the energy centers.
Okay, good. Let's do that now, please, and tell me what you're doing to do that.
We're wrapping a DNA-shaped cable from her crown chakra to her first chakra.
Good.
And then letting it wind and unwind.
Beautiful. What color is it?
It's white.
Wow, that's It's beautiful to watch. And as it winds and unwinds, what's going on in her body?
She's healing. She can probably feel her heart for the first time in years.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's feeling her heart.
Michael,
Yes.
can we, towards the end of this, when we heal, can we go ahead and get rid of her contract here with us, please?
I'm asking her.
Good.
She's asking if she releases the contract, will they still be able to complete their work?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm answering yes.
Yes, because I feel that they really have been through.
They will be able to complete their work without the contract.
Good, thank you. How can we go ahead and how are you going to release that contract?
It's being erased in the Akashic.
Who's erasing it?
It's done.
Thank you. Wow, thank you very much. Now, can we scan the rest of her body? If you all can please scan the rest of her daughter's body. I want to make sure that there's no other negative entities hidden in there.
No, but she has trauma.
She has trauma.
Yeah.
Who can heal her trauma? Can you all four heal her trauma?
Yes.
Yourself?
All four of us.
Good, thank you. Where do you find her trauma at?
We're surrounding her now.
Good. Is it in one spot or is it spread out throughout her body?
It's second chakra and her feet and her head.
Okay.
And her hands. It's like it's gone to the extremities.
Mm-hmm.
It's moved to the extremities.
Are you healing that now?
Yes.
Good. And if you could tell me how is the head looking so far?
Much better.
Good. Are we still healing it? Are we still?
It's almost done.
Good. And what about her heart? That eel thing. Tell me more about that. Was that?
I think it's two-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. Was that a contract?
No. That was not a contract.
Then why was it allowed into her heart?
It came through the portal.
Through the portal.
Yeah.
And you said that the medicine created the portal that started all this?
Yeah.
Now, could you tell us more about the medicine and how it works once the person who has epilepsy starts taking it? What happens to them?
It changes the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire body. It affects their entire body, but mainly the brain.
Mm-hmm. And does it aid them?
It's very damaging.
Does
It can.
Does it heal the person?
No. No.
So is it designed where it's supposed to help those
It's
parasites?
supposed to stop seizures.
Yes, it's supposed to stop seizures, but it's consistency. Is it designed so it can go into those parasites that she had in her head that were causing the seizures? Does it amplify them?
Yes, yes.
Why did her daughter call her?
She senses something.
Mm-hmm.
She
Well,
misses her.
mm-hmm. Okay, back to the medicine, please. Is the medicine, you said is it designed to amplify that and make it worse, the seizures and those parasites?
It's designed to amplify the parasites.
Is that when they started cloning themselves?
Yes,
Mm.
it triggered the replication.
So do the you could say the people who run the industry, do they know this and that's why they give this medicine to make the person worse?
Not on purpose.
Hmm.
They think they're working for the light.
Yes, the doctors think they're working for the light, but what about the the people that the beings that run this industry? Are they aware that this is what is done, and is this why they teach the doctors to use it?
Yes,
Okay.
it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
dark,
Yeah.
very dark.
So how's it looking with the eel thing in her heart?
It's really holding on tight.
We're going to focus a stronger intent with a
I'm
global.
going to
Good. Uh-huh.
take it out with the sword.
Good. Michael, is that you?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, please do.
I'm cutting it out.
And are we making sure that the head comes out?
Yeah.
Good. What was it doing to it?
Is Ezekiel is transmuting the pieces.
Good.
It was preventing her from love and compassion and empathy. Yeah, when it entered, it made her detach
Yes.
from the people she loved,
Mm.
from everyone, from all humans.
Was this a way for her to cope?
Yes,
Mhm. So did it serve a purpose like that for her?
yes,
Okay. Let me know once it's all out.
it's gone.
Wonderful. Thank you. Let's scan the rest of her body. Can you all four please scan the rest of her body? Let me know if there's any other entities that we need to heal.
Brain is clear.
Can you tell me really quick about the brain? Those warm looking things, do they have like little limbs?
No. No.
I saw something with little limbs. What is that? And it was kind of long.
That might have been the heart eel thing.
Mm.
You mean like bugs?
Mm. It had like humanoid limbs. It was odd.
They might have been folded up when I looked at them.
Mm. Okay, very good.
Those little gray purple things that were in her brain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did they have mouths?
Yeah, but they were so tiny. It was
Okay.
almost like a larva.
Yeah.
If it was like, I don't know, alien larva.
Mm. Okay. Can we scan the rest of her body? Let me know if there's any other entities hiding in there, please.
No.
Very good. Can we also scan her for any negative implants or hooks?
I can see where there have been some. They're old wounds, but there are no hooks there anymore.
Okay, good. How about negative implants?
No, I think we got them all.
Good. And then, can you scan her body for any negative cords that are harmful to her?
Yeah, there's some smaller ones that are to a bunch of other people she grew up with, smaller ones, and then but they're dormant. They're like dead. They're just hanging there.
Can we just go ahead and
Yeah, yeah. They're bothering her.
Good.
They haunt her.
Are we doing that now?
Yeah, I'm just burning them off.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all. What a beautiful team you four are. Such an honor for you all to be helping her.
We are honored to be of service.
Thank you.
The one to her father is very dark.
She has one from her father?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we transmute that?
Yeah, this is going to be difficult because it's really thick and heavy.
Mm. What can we do?
There's a small positive in the center. But if we don't want to cut that when we cut the negative.
So can we transmute and shut off the surrounding of it?
I think we can peel it.
How are you going to peel it?
I'm going to take the knife and slice
Okay.
all the way around. And then just peel back the dark purple gray covering.
Thank you.
And we're just letting it drop on a crystal grid and dissolve.
Is there any other negative cords we could be healing?
There's some strands in the cord with her mother. They're fine. There's a few fine ones, but it looks like it's healing. But we'll just take out those.
Thank you. Any other cords?
No.
Does she, while you finish up those cords, can you look and see if she has any fragmented soul pieces that need to be reunited?
Yes, her father has peace in his other hand.
Mm. So can we go ahead and talk to his higher self once more and
Yes.
get back to her? Can you do that on your own?
Yes.
Good, thank you. As you're doing that, and as we're getting healing the cords, let me know once the cords are all healed. Can we look at any past life trauma that needs to be healed?
No.
No, there's none, or?
No, that's not. We've done all that she's
Okay.
going to let us do today.
Got it. Very good. Thank you. And is that something she has to do herself?
She's not sure. She might let us do it when she's healed some more.
Okay. Can you look at her auric field, especially with all that she had in her? How's it looking?
Ezekiel's healers have come in.
Good, thank you.
And they're combing through her auric field now.
Good. Can you have them look at her chakras too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're finally combing through all of her energy.
Oh. Were they not able to before?
No.
Was it because of those entities blocking? Or was it the contract? Why they couldn't?
Is it contract?
The contract. Mm-hmm. Now, this has been phenomenal what we've done today. Can you tell us how soon will we start seeing results in her daughter?
Within a week.
Good. Will you all continue to help just help her transition energetically in her sleep?
Yes.
Thank you. And what can she do as her mother during this time?
Can you continue to send her distance Reiki?
Good.
Continue to do our own healing.
Very good. Have we removed that eel in the heart?
Yes, that's gone.
Good. And then we remove the head. So what is left that we are still healing right now?
Right now, the healers are going through her energy, clearing her aura.
Good.
Balancing her energy centers.
Can we go ahead and feel light where there is light needed?
Yes.
Where we remove
Yes.
those things? Yeah. Are they doing that?
No, we're doing it. We're beaming light while the healers
Wonderful.
come through her.
Thank you. Now, as a mother, I know she's been living this a long time. What do you want to tell her when she feels like perhaps there might be doubt whether she will be healed or not? What kind of guidance can you give her?
There's only love and surrender. And she's already witnessed a great deal of healing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's very good at not listening to her thoughts.
Good. Thank you. Have we healed the epilepsy?
Almost. It's on its way.
Good.
It has to help.
Okay.
And she can. That's part of her work.
Good.
She's always had the power to.
Hmm. Now, how soon can we have the epilepsy healed?
Within the year, she will
Wonderful.
be seizure free.
Good. However, energetically, we removed what was causing it.
Yes, but she has to take care of herself.
Hmm.
Take better care of herself. She wants to.
Good. However, you said within a week, her mother will start seeing results.
Yes.
Will her, throughout the year, will her seizures start slowing down?
Yes.
How many seizures did she have this weekend?
6.
So, for example, could you give us an example of the upcoming week? How much of a significance of a percentage would those seizures drop now?
I can't give a number.
Okay, no worries. Would you say that she would have the same amount or less?
They're a month apart now. No, she will have less.
Oh, okay. And they're going to be about a month apart now?
They're going to be longer than a month apart.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. This is wonderful news. During this time, when this seizure happens, is she going to stop leaving her body now that that portal is closed?
Yes.
Okay. And what can August do when she has a seizure to protect her body and make sure there's no more entities ever attach themselves when she's having seizures?
Her mother started putting protections on her every day.
Hmm.
That helps.
Can her mother start teaching her how to do this on her own so it could be stronger?
Yes.
Do they have to worry about her getting any more entities in her?
No.
Good. And can you also tell me, she was taking cannabis oil.
Yes.
Um, what was that doing for her?
That works on certain transmitters in the brain that prevent seizures,
Hmm.
but it's whole plant, so it doesn't have the side effects. It's actually healing.
Hmm.
It was healing her brain
Mm.
around those entities.
Hmm.
Now it will be easier to heal her brain.
Good. Would you suggest for her to keep taking it?
Yes.
How long do you think she should take it for?
3 to 5 years.
Good. Very good. Now,
Till she's been seizure free for 2 years.
okay. Can you tell us what is it that allowed? I know initially her higher self was a bit shy, didn't want to talk to us. What is it that allowed for her to come forth today and allow us for us to help her heal?
The work that her mother's been doing to connect her guides to her daughter's guides and ensuring sovereignty
Mhm.
and love without attachment.
Beautiful.
But one of the main lessons of this soul
Mhm.
is sovereignty.
Okay. Did the healers heal the auric field and the chakras?
Yes,
Did you complete the filling of the light?
yes. And we returned the piece, the fractal, to her heart from her father.
Wonderful. Anything else that we could have healed from her, or we could help that I might have missed to ask?
Not today.
Good.
She's done all she can today.
Good. Um, does her higher self have a message for her mother?
Thank you. And I love you.
Thank you. Are we all complete with?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It was such a beautiful honor to speak to you, a higher self. Do you have a name as her higher self?
Jericho.
Beautiful, beautiful name. Thank you so much for talking to us today. I love you. I honor you. I thank you and I respect you. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And can I now please speak to the four that aided us today, the four archangels?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, brothers. It has been such an honor to work with you today. And if I may ask, why was it that you four were the ones that aided?
She's a very unique being.
Mhm. Are you like her predominant angels, guides?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, thank you. In gratitude, we are here on earth for all that you do and all the beautiful, benevolent guides and angels that aid us every day. Thank you so much. Do you have a message for August or for Ezekiel?
We are honored to work with you and for you. And we are always here for you.
Thank you. My love to you all. Talk to you later. Thank you. Can I please speak to the higher self? The higher self once more. Can I speak to Ezekiel?
I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that was incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you. It has been such an honor to work with you today. Do you have any other question? Any other question that I could have asked that I didn't ask?
She will be receiving information
Mhm.
that she needs to transmit. Listen carefully. No need to question.
Mhm.
And she can invent new forms in which to transmit. We are grateful for your work
Thank you.
and your creativity.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That means That means a lot to me. Is it time to bring her back now?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. It has been such an honor to speak to you, Ezekiel, and everyone who helped us today, her daughter's higher self. Oh, what a phenomenal session this has been, and much hope it will give to many. Thank you, and most importantly, hope for her and her family. Now, I want to humbly thank everyone who assisted today, as well as the archangels and the higher selves. I love you, I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you. Blessings to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I bring her back now?
Yes.
Good. Bring her back now. Thank you.